Good afternoon, everybody. How are you today? And welcome to the latest edition of Drew Mania Live. Nice to have you with us on this Monday, the 23rd day of July, I should say, the year 2018. And of course, this is yours truly, Andrew L. Perry. Thank you very much for that warm applause. As always, coming to you live and at you from the busy streets of Brooklyn, New York. And today I am outside the campus of Long Island University, located in downtown Brooklyn, as I chat to you what is happening in the world of sports. Well, not a lot going on. You just got the casual baseball. We have a lot of trading deadline and a lot of baseball trading deadline, NBA free agency is concerned and stuff like that. We'll touch on the free agency of the NBA a little while, but we'll start off what's going on right now is the baseball as the Yankees and Mets. The one more game that happened that did not happen. It's been postponed between the Yankees and the Mets, the Subway Series, the final game of the Subway Series. It will be postponed until August 13th. That will be on a Monday. That will happen at Yankee Stadium. As far as the Mets is concerned, they're back home at Citi Field, and they will host San Diego Padres today. And check up the ground. Will go on the mound against Joey Lorenzi, if I pronounce his last name right, for the San Diego Padres. As for the Yankees, they go to Florida to face the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Yankees look to stay in the league with the wild card hunt and chase the Boston Red Sox, who look like to run away with the AL East division. As the second half of the MLB season is still getting underway. So, but as far as on the weekend, I heard in case you haven't known that Jeurys Familia has been acquired by the Oakland Athletics for a couple of prospects, third baseman, and honestly, I look at it one or two ways. Okay, Familia was reliable, no question about it. Very reliable. Okay, he wasn't Mariano Rivera, to say the least. He wasn't your great closer. He was good. He was a damn good closer for the Mets, and probably one of the best closers they had, you could say, in their franchise history. You know, they're more reliable than most closers in the history of the Mets franchise. You know, and we all know what happened to Mejia, and from that point on, Jeurys Familia just grabbed the closer role by the throw and run away with it, and he, let's be honest, he done a good job. He's really done a good job. He'll frustrate you at times. His sinker, he throw a lot of fire. He got a lot of firepower, you know. And I don't know if I will miss him as far as him coming on the mound and say, you know what, we got a chance. If you're Oakland, we got a chance. If you're the Mets, but now he's going to play for the Oakland Athletics, and the Oakland Athletics they're right there in the wild card hunt. So they're going to give Seattle everything they have, and I'll get to the NL West later on as the show progresses. Now, I said this, but with that said, the Mets should have fixed their bullpen a long time ago. If the Mets would have fixed their bullpen and straightened out their bullpen, they wouldn't have the record they have right now. And in the result, that's the main reason why they're not going anywhere. They're the reason why they're fifth. They're right behind. They either dead last or right right behind. They're right where the Marlins are. Okay, and they're not going anywhere. And you know what? We're gonna miss Familia, but you know what? He was a pretty good closer. He's not great. He's not a great closer by any stretch of the imagination, but he has the potential to. He could show he can be great for the Oakland Athletics, and let's see if he get the Oakland Athletics their first World Series in a long time. And Oakland is pretty good. Now, I don't understand. Yesterday, on Friday, Cespedes came back, and I thought he was 100%. I was like, okay. Once Cespedes come back, they have a chance to make a huge comeback. Make a huge comeback. But on Saturday, he's back. Cespedes is back on the DL. Are you serious? Now, how many times? You know what? The more I think about it, and I speak to a lot of, as a lot of Mets fans says, and I'm gonna say it now. There's no point. Even let Cespedes get fully rest. Let Cespedes gotta take care of what he gotta take care of, whatever injury it is. Okay, and don't play. Excuse me. And don't play him for the rest of the year. What's the point? What the hell is the point? The season is long gone. Okay, this Mets team is not going anywhere, as we know. And what else is there to say? There's nothing else to say anymore. Now they're going to trade. They're going to thinking about trading Zach Wheeler, Noah Syndergaard, and Jacob deGrom. Or they might keep him. Either way, the Mets got to do something for the future. Because to me, the Mets are going backwards. This was supposed to be the year the Mets were supposed to go to the playoffs or get to the World Series at least. But now they're falling backwards in a big way. Yes, they won the first series of the final Subway Series against the New York Yankees, and now the Yankees won Saturday, and I was looking forward to yesterday's game. Yesterday, but there is going to be it's going to be raining of the rest of the 7 days, you know. But what are you going to do? Now, as far as the Yankees go, the Yankees are just. What can you say about Judge and Stanton? They're really starting to pick it up, and the hitting is just continue. The hitting is just continue to be. The Yankees are continuing to still be the Bombers, the baby Bombers. You know, I hear a lot of trade rumors for Miguel Angular. Even though he's a rookie, sensational. Torres is having a tremendous season. Stanton is back to being Stanton. Judge is being Judge. You know, even though he's in the beginning of the year, he's taking more walks instead of strikeouts. You know, he's more disciplined. You're more disciplined, as you see. Obviously, it's always good to be a Yankees fan, but I think more this year has been good to be a Yankees fan. But the only thing you want to do is catch the Red Sox, and it looks like the Red Sox are going to win that division, hands down, no question about it. And let's see how it goes. Now, as far as Oakland won an extra inning game in the bottom of the 10th inning against the Bay Area rivals, so-called San Francisco Giants. I don't know if you could call it a rivalry just because they close by in the Bay Area. I'm not gonna say it's not like Yankees Mets down here. Let's put it that way. Having said all that, the Giants. It looked like to me as the season progresses, We're going to have two, not one, but three teams coming out to AL West. The Astros, of course, the Mariners, and the Athletics. And speaking of Seattle has been Seattle. I don't know what to say about Seattle. Ever since Robinson Cano was in on the DL, has been suspended, and we don't know for what. For the failed drug test, the Seattle Mariners has been on a tear. It really has. I don't know what else been going on, but look at this. The last time Seattle was in a pennant race, to say the least, was 2002. And every year, since they got Robinson Cano, 2 years ago they was this close to getting into the wild card, and now they look to get, if the season ended today, they will face the New York Yankees. And boy, and we all know those two histories between the Yankees and the Mariners, and it should be a lot of fun. It really should have. Now, as far as the NBA, outside of, Kawhi Leonard has finally got his wishes. He's out of San Antonio and going to play for the Toronto Raptors. And as DeRozan has been sent packing, shipped and delivered to the San Antonio Spurs. And everybody's saying that he gave us heart out. DeRozan is a good player, but he's not. Everybody's like, this whole idea that the Raptors owe him because he played 10 years and the Raptors have been consistent in the NBA playoffs. Hold on a second. You can't beat LeBron. You always have a hard time with LeBron. Okay? Yeah, you haven't got farther in the playoffs. The further you have gotten is the Eastern Conference Finals. We all know why. We all know the story. And most importantly, you haven't still figured out LeBron. You were the number 1 seed in the East. You could have easily beaten LeBron the Cavs. And the Cavs wasn't strong this year, as we all know. But you haven't figured them out. You haven't. So this whole idea that the Raptors owe them, no, the hell they don't. At the end of the day, it's business. It's business. That's all it is to it. And on that note, that's going to do it for this edition of Drew Mania Live. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to listen to this episode again, please go to Spreaker.com. Type in the keyword Drew Mania Live. And please follow my show on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and iHeartRadio. Until then, this is Andrew Perry always saying to you, Shalom. Let peace go with you. And I'll talk to you in the next Drew Mania Live. So long, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Monday.